no, 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 no. I'm out. I see ya. Get that one and get this guy. There we go. Oh no, there's another one on the way too. Try to dodge over there and drop down. Nope. Well, they are, but it's not gonna work. Not gonna be enough. I do have my ink armor. Get him. Nope. Ah. Okay, got one of them. And 2. Yeah, all right. Hey there, it's Anime K Swimming Bird, and welcome to Splatoon 2 on the Nintendo Switch. This is part 3 of my journey battling for Team Ketchup during the first full Splatfest of the new series. So please check out part 1 and 2 if you happen to miss any of the episodes so far. There is a brand new stage that is unique to this Splatfest, Shifty Station, and we played a lot of that in the other parts with a bunch of weapons. So we're in the home stretch here. I am very close. I can taste the Ketchup King, whatever that means. We're gonna jump into a battle, and I'm gonna warm up with the ink brush. Kicking things off at Shifty Station. This is the new stage that is different every Splatfest and is a lot of fun. It has moving platforms. It can be scary to navigate, and it is Octarian themed. Marina of Off the Hook fame has some connection to the stage. She helped design it, I think, so maybe this is a sign that tensions might be cooling between the two tentacle armies, but at the very least, we have a fun new stage that is going to make each Splatfest very unique. Also, just in general, it's nice having so many stages because every time the rotation changes, so do the stages here. You know, of course, it is following the map structure of the main game, so we get the stages that we normally would have, and like this one here, but the bonus of having extra variety. I saw you there. Oh, jeez. Trying to focus on taking these guys down without without losing focus as I talk about the maps and stuff. So yeah, it's good that we're getting it with 24 hours. That means so we have 12 different rotations, all of which have this new stage, but the other ones are going to have a good assortment. We get to see a lot of stages at night. This one we might never see during the day. Seems like it could be in some unique world here, like its own little universe. Oop, gotta be careful because that guy's got the range on me, and he's gonna try to use that ink armor most likely. I see you there, but I could probably zip out of here and get him when he comes around the side. Going down there. I see you. Nope. Man, I should have aimed up, and I think I would have caught him on the way back up that platform. That's the guy that I think is level 41, so I'm being extra cautious playing against him. Let's see if we can navigate this well enough to maybe do a nice, here we go, nice splashdown. Trying to lock down this side here and not get snuck up on is tough enough as it is because I don't have the range to really keep this going. Hey, look out, buddy. Oh, do this. He's gonna aim up and probably hit me if I'm not careful. Got a couple of ink armors. Man, I feel like I can't push past this certain spot because that slosher is making everything so difficult. I see you there. There we go, got one of them. Hope we're not getting snuck up on. Tenta missile! Oh no! There they go. I'm gonna try to zip through and make my way over to this side because this is a lot of turf here if we can claim it. They're gonna be smart to me moving around though. They know what I'm doing. Okay, time to zip out. Oh, and maybe back this way. Oh no, now I'm in a really bad spot. Ooh, can I jump up and, nope. He's gonna get me, isn't he? About one of these. Sloshed me out of the air. And I really think we were just out-leveled by the other team there, unfortunately. But we had a good warm-up on the new stage. But yeah, Splatfest power, it does feel like, compared to some of the early old Splatfest from the first game, the Splatfest power is helping out with not mismatching too much, but at the same time, just like the normal game, if you're waiting for a while, you can't find the opposite team, they're just going to throw you up against whoever is ready. And unfortunately, that meant a level 41 player that we had to play against with ink armor to make it even worse. Okay, let's redeem ourselves in the next battle. Okay, back on the station. So one thing I think everyone kind of caught on to early on with this game that's become more and more apparent, that last match was a good example. Specials being more situational than they ever were in the first game means that you do have to be so careful about when you throw them out, and I feel like that's my big thing with the splashdown. I'll have it, and I want to use it before I get splatted so that I get the benefit of, you know, being able to throw that special out. But at the same time, it's something where you realize maybe don't always use those and put yourself in a position of danger, because as you saw, you know, maybe I could have survived that a little better if I wasn't going up against that slosher and putting myself just up in the air to get smacked by all that water, but you kind of live and learn as you play. Oh, sorry, buddy. Okay, I'm good. Saved my... Oh, I got the Autobomb as well. Just be extra careful not to get a bad spot here for my charger friend. Ooh, no. I'm out. I see ya. Get that one and get this guy. There we go. Oh, no. There's another one on the way, too. Speaking of the inkjet, just had to deal with that. I don't know where the one person went. They might have just bailed. Trying to watch both sides here. That was crazy. All right. No time to muse about the specials. I got to focus on the match because got a bunch of splats there, but it was intense. But yeah, the whole... I say that and I go right back to it. But the whole situation with specials, sometimes putting you in danger, that was an issue with a lot of them in the first game, like the ink strike and stuff, but at the same time, I do feel like this one, it's a good way to get your ink higher and give you some advantages, but you gotta be so careful with when you use them, or else you will lose your life and have to, you know, deal with the repercussions of respawning. All right. Are they back in our turf? 'Cause this feels weird. Yeah, they're back on our area, I think. Yeah, look at all that. They got around us and made things a lot tougher. Oh my gosh. Ah! I heard a booyah or a woomy or whatever from behind me, so I turn around to make sure that we're okay. And unfortunately, got splatted because of that. Can't blame my buddy too much, but should have known not to take my eyes off the side that they were going in on. Ooh, got a little assist there. That's my Autobomb. I feel like my Autobomb should get its own statistics of splats and everything, because it does so much to help us out. There's somebody around here somewhere. Where are they going? Oh, we have someone over here that did they actually get knocked back far enough to where we are just really covering a lot of this and they're not able to get in. Seems unlikely. This team is pretty good. I think we might have this though. Someone's on the way over. Just saw them there. I threw that too far. That's okay. A weird anticlimactic ending, but we really pushed them back enough. I think they pushed all the way in, and then we wiped them, and they had to deal with how far we had inked into their turf, meaning their recovery is not in the cards, especially without a beacon or anything to jump back in easier. Okay. They had a lot of short-range weapons on their side, too, with the dualies and the arrow spray, making it a little easier, I'm sure, for that charger on our team to take them out. My boots are almost ready to unlock their last ability. Let's jump back into it. Okay, one more on the station, and this is a actual Team Ketchup versus Team Mayo battle, meaning this is going to count towards the overall score. So we got to focus. Time to put my serious hard hat on here and try to play well. I keep going back to the ink brush occasionally, even though I've unlocked the Octobrush, obviously. I go back to the ink brush occasionally because it does have really good ink coverage, but ultimately it is the Octobrush that seems to be the way to go when you're trying to get those splats and survive exchanges. I know there was someone over here. They just did a crazy... No! Ooh. Man. That was not the best idea. Yeah, the Ink Armor, so I'm kind of glad I backed out of that situation. Get another one of these. I have Ink Saber sub, so I can get my auto bombs going a little faster than I normally would be able to. There's a tiny little bit that is left over for you to get between the two areas if you don't make it as it shifts around, but it is still very difficult at times to make that happen. I saw someone over that way. Yep, they're on their way down potentially. Oh man, nope. Oh no. Nope. Ah! I should have just gone for the brush, because I was like, maybe I should zip out of there. Hopefully I stalled them enough to... No. I saw my dead buddy next to me getting splatted that I was hoping I would have stalled him enough to help us make the push. I think we might be doing better than I was assuming. Anybody around there? There's somebody right here. There we go. So yeah, a lot of people seeing the brush as a very overpowered, popular, or powerful weapon right now in the meta. The Octobrush specifically seems very strong, and I think part of it is because the Octobrush got a little, and the normal ink brush got a bit of a damage boost, but on top of that, the big thing is that some of the shooter weapons, like the splatter shot, had a range nerf a little bit, making it tougher to compete with some of these close range weapons. So I think that is what happened, and now it makes it feel like some of the ones are better when they are not as much. It's just kind of a balancing thing. So overall, I think as a brush player, I might have an easier time than I did in the first game, but at the same time, it's not too many advantages, because you gotta still play so safe and hide around until somebody gives you the opportunity, because you don't have the range available to you to actually take people out if they are at a distance at all. So it's going to be going up this way, most likely, or they're just going to jump off the edge. No, that was a bomb, wasn't it? I hope so. Otherwise, I think they just barreled off the edge there, and it was really weird. Someone on the way over. I'm going to try to get a little bit more. I don't know how that's going down, because it felt like they were pushing in. But I also, no. I was going to say, I felt like we were pushing their side, but they had that locked down enough where they took us out. Lil Judd, how could you? Team Mayo. He's always on the opposite side, of course. And we broke the Shifty station streak. Okay, we're headed to the reef at night. Very beautiful looking. Almost looks like the sun is rising. And somehow we managed to get 2 wolves on our team. They're right next to each other. The odds of that happening with a random queue of players seems pretty slim, but I don't know. All right, I got a good feeling about this. I think we're a good bunch of levels to go against this Team Mayo. So I'm gonna try my best to lock down the side and the bridge, because this bridge is such a big choke point right at the beginning. It's probably a good time for me to get over here and see if we can slow anyone down. I see a bunch of bombs there. I see someone going up to the one side. I see you with the Tenta missiles. Somehow they didn't lock onto me, weirdly enough. Okay. We're doing good. Keeping this side going as well as we can. They dip down. I'm over here. Stalling them. So my booyahs. Booyahs tend to be good, but I think they're signaling, hey, things are bad. They're calling out. Man, I'm trying to get it a little pushed in here, but when I see my side dying, it is scary to deal with. Oh, they're going around that way. Man, these little minis, I gotta be so careful, because they're so quick to get in close and splat you. Kinda like the sploosh. Ah, no! I step away from my corner for a couple seconds, and then we get blasted by a bucket. Okay, gotta get back in there. I do have my boots that are gonna make me jump in more sneakily, but I don't know if that will work so well on such a small map. There they go. Look out, buddy. Don't just stand right next to that bomb. And let's not all group up, because then when you run away, everybody gets hit by everybody else's missiles. No. This is bad. Okay, had to get enough ink to zip out of there. This is real bad. I feel like our team is not doing as well as I had hopes for. They are grouping up a lot and all charging into their death, seemingly. I gotta kind of break around the side and see if I can infiltrate Team Mayo. Out. Slosher guy's not gonna get me again. I'm gonna send him a bomb and then chase him over here where I can take him out. Ah, there we go. All right. Push in. They're going around that side. Leave that for him. Nope. Ah, there's the mini that I was worried about. Standing there. Just Just inking all around. This is a risky jump, but... Oh, no, I picked the wrong one, I think, because I was tapping around so much. Oh, they saved me! Yay! All right, time to push. Come on. Get as much of this as we can. I gotta be so careful because I'm going into enemy turf and making myself very, very vulnerable. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Got a couple splats at the end, but I don't know if that's gonna equal enough turf, unfortunately. It was just a really Mayo-oriented battle for most of that. A little closer than I expected from the beginning of the battle, but I wonder if the goo tuber was effective in that. Yeah, 0 splat. I kind of figured a charger with a very specific use like that, where you gotta move in close, is gonna be a little rough. But I know how it is, jumping around, switching weapons. All right, we're gonna keep fresh. Keep fresh. That's not the slogan. We're gonna stay fresh by switching to a new weapon, one I have not used in this game yet, the N-Zap 85. And hopefully this will help me do a little better. I feel like Splatfest fatigue, of course, does kick in after a while, and I, you know, just got to deal with not being able to always play at my peak after I've played a ton of matches to get higher in rank. But I don't know, maybe a new weapon will do it for me, help me out. I have a suction bomb. I have to tell myself that so I don't accidentally, you know, throw that out there when I don't need to. Ink Armor. Ah, I had the Ink Armor, but it didn't activate in time. I got arrow sprayed. But yeah, the N-Zap, I think this is probably one of my favorite of the shooter line, just because it gives you a little more range, but it still fires relatively quickly, so it's useful to kind of out-fire people. But yeah, the brush has been working for me okay, but you know, I figure it's time to switch it up and try some other stuff. I think I've had a couple of rough breaks in some of these matches as well, so I don't want to be too rough on myself and say, hey, I'm bringing my team down by using the brush or something. I think we were doing okay, but you get situations like our goo tuber buddy last time, who was just trying out a new weapon and felt like it made the match steer towards the other team's favor because of that. All right, everybody get your Ink Armor and get ready, because we are gonna try to outrange some of these guys. Going back this way. I see you there. Man, suction bomb uses so much ink that gotta be ready to get in there and splat someone quick if I'm gonna throw that in and try to do some of my bomb distraction techniques. Everyone's pushing. Oh. I'm not gonna let you push in here though. I got the range to take you guys out. Here comes the Ink Armor. Oh, let's drop that. Nope, they're waiting for my buddy here. Hey, I think he survived. I don't know if they had drop roller. I see very few people use that ability, so. And especially if you have like if you're using a dually, you can just kind of fire and roll as you normally would and not bother with any of that stuff. There we go. All right. Give everybody that armor, so this is time to push in. Try to get some more turf here. At the very least, even if we get splatted going into enemy turf, it is the way, to get them to have a slower push into our territory. This map, the more I play on it, the more it is evocative of Kelp Dome in the first game, which is such a quick map to turn over. Maybe not as bad as some of them, like Hammerhead Bridge, but Kelp Dome was one of those ones where playing it, I always felt like, yeah, it could turn around so quickly towards the end. These more condensed maps will do that to you, but I think we're doing all right on... Yeah, okay, we got it. I'll stick with the N-Zap for a little bit here, because I think that was a good warm-up, but we had a brush on the team already, so I'm kind of glad I didn't use one. Having the Ink Armor definitely helps you if you're not going to be quite as quick to get those splats. And 33 points is all we need till we are kings of ketchup. All right, back at Shifty Station. As long as we see Port Mackerel once before I hit max rank, then I'll be happy, because I want to see what that map looks like, the new version of it, at night. We had that in a couple Splatfests, of course, during the time of the first game. All Alright, there's so much overlap where you might notice that in the last match with that brush, I would go one way, see the brush going that way, change directions, the brush changes the exact direction. You constantly like step on each other's toes, especially at the beginning, and you're trying to get all this territory inked. People will have the way they want to go, and sometimes they don't change that for anything. I try to, you know, adjust when I need to help, to help make sure that I'm not gonna just, you know, always overlap and make it rough. This does not seem like it's gonna be a good match. Just off the bat, the team wipe from one person seemingly doing that inkjet. But, oop, the brush chasing me around. Tristan is trying to show me how it's done. I noticed, yeah, a lot of people high-leveled three slots of sub-abilities on their gear. I gotta try to catch up, but playing a bunch of different modes and recording every single time I play means I'm falling a little behind on levels and everything, and getting up to speed with everyone. I see you back there. Should take that, and how about we get this brush out of here? There we go. Got my revenge after he swooped in multiple times at me. Okay, everybody, Ink Armor. I'm sorry I said you might not work out. We're gonna do this. That brush is gonna be moving over here. I see him there. Oh, almost. Ah, trying to get him out, and he is pushing in. There we go. Well, we got somebody over here. It's a close range one. Yeah, nice. Oh, except my buddy traded and then he died. Now I can't get back. Ah, we had that area pretty locked, and now we're in a rough spot where they are gonna be pushing in on us. Oh, hey, arrow spray. Nope. I got the range on you, don't you dare. Hey. Jeez. Just needed like one more hit on him and I probably would have had him. That brush, I'm sure is, no. I'm sure that brush is gonna be moving in here and trying to flank and get around. Ink Armor, everybody. Use it wisely. This is so risky getting up to this platform here because we're just so close to their spawn point. Ah, man. Don't want to get close to Benji. All their team has a lot of close range weapons except for their one N-Zap that they're using. The inkjet, I feel like, yeah, it's slowly becoming more and more frustrating to deal with because they can move all the way into your territory and get up into your base. Even if it's brief, they can still do it. You get one person here. Hopefully that was enough of a push. I don't know. They took back a lot of that side area that we had taken, so it probably isn't enough. Nope. Pretty close there. Felt like a more aggressive team. The other Ketchup players were. Let's see. Yeah, not too bad, but they pushed way in and used a lot more specials than we did to keep that center area locked and getting into our turf. Okay, cross your fingers for Ink Saver main, because it is Splash Mob. There we go. Okay, that's not too bad of a round of abilities. I'm gonna switch weapons though. Okay, we got the port. All right. And this might not be the wisest decision, but I'm back on the ink brush. I wanted to get a win with this thing since we started and it didn't work out so well. Oh no. The tri-sloshers that everyone is complaining about currently are all over. Okay, another stepping on each other's toes where they go up, I go down, they go down, I go, yeah, trying to make sure we're not inking the same area, obviously. But yeah, the tri-slosher, we're gonna have a lot of ink armor to deal with, which the ink brush is not so great at dealing enough damage to actually take people out who are using a lot of the ink armor, so I'm not too hopeful about this one, but we will give it our best shot and try to make sure we don't just get too scared of these guys, because they are still close range weapons after all, these tri-sloshers. Somebody just got splatted over there, which is not a good sign. Ah, jeez, yeah. Close range, but still a wide spread, and I think a farther shot than the brush, so I have to really flank them. That is the way with the brush. If I'm not gonna get around them well enough, then I will not splat them before they get me, because those sloshers are so very fast with their sloshing. And there's that armor again. Look at all the armor. Yeah, this is gonna be kind of the epitome of the current state of this game right now in the meta of abilities that people like to use. We'll see how this goes. Jeez, fell off there when I didn't mean to. I don't know if I can pull this off, but I was gonna try to kind of jump up and do this. Throw that in for the other guy. Ah, didn't get him in time. They moved out of the way. Yeah, our team is very close range stuff, and we got there's rapid blasters on either side, but I don't know. We'll see how they do, but that and turf wars just always seem so risky and rough if you're actually trying to ink the ground, as we should be. I think we're pushing back a little bit here. I hope we can keep it up. Going that way. There we go. All right. These tri-sloshers are not invincible. They can die if I flick them fast enough. Ah, man, I had him there and I stopped because I felt like he was, in a spot where I couldn't get to him. This is rough because, yeah, even if I can get in there and try to take him out. Oh, somebody got him. Okay, good. That ink armor is such a wild card, meaning I just, not going to be able to trade with him even, which can be so frustrating. There we go. If I can get around here. Oh, man! At least I took him out. I was so close. I'm very surprised I actually took him out, but I think I had the support of somebody. Yeah, okay. We might win this. I can't believe it after having multiple tri-sloshers to deal with, but it looks like we might be doing okay here. All right. Man, I probably didn't help out as much as I could, but I had I had some good splats in there. I don't want to get down on myself. I think we did all right. Always room for improvement, though. Okay, how did we cut it? Not too bad. Yeah, and the weird thing in Splatfest, you don't see your turf points, so you don't really know how much you contributed in that way. It's all splats and specials used. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that counted. I think it saved, even though I haven't had many of those, unlike the world premiere test Splatfest, so I've been happy to be able to play without as many connection errors. But we hit level 12. Let's go see what Sheldon is packing here in his shop. Ooh, 2 weapons. Hello, hello. What kind of weapon are you in the market for? Pretty expensive, though. We're going to need to play another match here before we can get either of those. So we are ready to wield the Krak-On Splat Roller, probably the one I used the most in the first game early on. Krak-On Splat Roller is the product of a collaboration with the popular Krak-On gear brand, where you can get swim speed up if you've got that. Drop a squid beacon while rolling around to gather your teammates and coordinate your strike. And there's no fear of being surrounded when you can retaliate with the baller, the not quite as cool Kraken of this game. Highly recommended for those who would like to push forward. And that's not all, we're also ready to wield the Duly Squelchers. Duly Squelchers are dually versions of the Jet Squelcher. They feature an exceptional combination of highly accurate, rapid fire after rolling with longish range. You can pinpoint your opponent's positions with the point sensor, and Tenta missiles, making you a real nuisance to the enemy team. And you can dodge roll away from opponents who get close. I recommend them for nimble fighters who want to support their teams. So this is the new version of the Splat Dualies, separated but combined when you roll. And of course the Krak-On, always good for support with those beacons. I think we are going to stick with what we got here in our arsenal until we can get the money. Alright, I am just a couple of wins away from hitting max rank. I think maybe the Krak-On would be a good one to finish with because the baller is such a fun special to use. And man, this is other than that 52 gal, this is all short range. And meaning I should be able to win these exchanges as long as I don't let anyone get too close to me, because I have the extra range of the normal splatter shot here to help me out. Okay, I like to get this side area just to slow anyone down who's thinking about flanking the left area. Oh, we got Ink Armor, something. Someone's on the way over. You can see him. Drop this down and try to hit him. Oh, there we go. Okay. Gotta be careful. I don't have the Ink Saver main that I would normally try to put on, you know, a shirt or something to help me out here. I do have Ink Saver sub on my new helmet, which I'm very happy to have because I use way too many sub weapons. But, you know, I'm growing as a player, I think. I gotta I gotta try my best to to realize my mistakes and try to keep at it with the hope that I will improve. There we go, yeah. As long as I am getting the drop on these guys, shouldn't have too much of a problem, like I mentioned, without flanking them. There's one over there. There we go. Saw there was an inkjet around here somewhere, so it's probably possible they're hiding in one of these corners. I love having the splat bomb after using other stuff like the suction. Having that extra oomph of just a very quick hit is appreciated. Quick bouncing little bomb is, yeah, I think going back and forth, there's a lot of cool sub-weapons that are fun to use and useful, but ultimately, you know, all you really need is a normal splatter shot and a splat bomb and stuff like that. You know, just the basic stuff to actually succeed. Ooh, so close. Don't you dare go after my buddy jumping in. Okay, we're good. Although I see a lot. Okay, they got the back. I killed someone. I don't even remember who it was. Splatted someone. Go, go, go. They'll be alive soon. Got the support. Yeah, I feel like this team is working out well. That one. Got that. Everyone just like zoomed in on that one. I feel bad for him. Okay. Can we finish with a strong ink jet to do this? Oh, that might be an assist at least. There we go. I got him. This is what commonly happens on the Reef, though. This is why I think there might be some stage balancing in the future of this one, because it is far too easy to just completely camp the other team and push them back and keep them from even being able to get off the ledge of their spawn area. It's a very common story. Try to dodge over there and drop down. Nope. Well, they are, but it's not gonna work. Okay. Yeah, going back to the old faithful, the splatter shot, I think, ultimately was good, but I had a killer team there. You just look at that. Neon green for days. I really like the look of these two colors together. Hopefully we get another Splatfest that has them. And yeah, geez, 12 for 3 out of 4 of the players. That's a really good average. All right, I've got ample money, I saw, so we can get that Krak-On to finish up. And then I think I might want to do an episode with the Krak-On as well, because I have a lot of nostalgia for that weapon. It is one of my favorite sets, and the baller is just so fun. I can't wait to start using that. But the amount of matches we need to finish up here is so slim that we can finish with it, and then I can always go back later and do a full episode on it. I definitely want to have the Duly Squelchers as its own thing, because those might possibly be the weapon I ultimately use, you know, as a focus in ranked mode for the shooter weapon that I try to, you know, get good with. That sounded very vague, but yeah, I think that's going to be something that I might focus on, because I love the dualies and the dodge rolling, but I tend to play very defensively, so having that extra range is a very welcome thing. Let's see here, we got some air there. Oop, almost. Where you going, buddy? Okay, finally got him. And there, on the way over, I see ya. Can we get that guy in time? He jumped down, I didn't see anybody take him out. Maybe they got him, hard to tell. Okay, doing well here. Just gotta keep at it. Speaking of the, oof, can't tell, no, I think that was the Duly Squelchers, but they had some good range, making that a little bit of a difficult exchange. There we go. That looks like a dually. They were rolling around in the air and jumping over this little lip in the ground. This is my favorite spot to go up on, just because I like the added height and advantage of being able to have a nicely inked area that is somewhat safe. Ooh. Speaking of which, that's when you know you could use some ink resistance, when can't make it out of the way of some of that stuff in time often. I've had my special for a while now. I really should be using it. Okay, let's go for it. Gotta get these guys out of here. Where are they going? Saw someone back there. Hard to get a lock on where they are, because I think we're holding them back far enough where nobody's getting close enough for me to even hit them as well with that. Oh! I realized my decision as I fell and was like, well, the best I can hope for is to take that guy out and not... Yeah, dying was just always in the cards there. I hope that's not pushing us back into a position of losing our spot. These dualies are going all over. All right, I'm gonna head this roller off. It's gonna go right here. Nope, they got him. Didn't even make it. Let's see if we can, yeah. Sometimes I use my sub-weapon bombs and stuff for ink coverage, which I definitely shouldn't be doing because not the best thing for that. I should be focusing on it as a way to keep people from living. Is the word. All right, I think we pushed enough to get that. We are gonna finish up with the Krak-On Splat Roller. So let's go buy that. There's a strain. I think that's a curling bomb over near Big Judd. It's the ear. That's like a weird angle. I was wondering how they drew that, but this is a curling bomb that bounced off a wall. Okay, really good team there. And I managed to get the most splats somehow out of them, despite all of them doing really well. All right, it's Krak-On time. Hopefully it'll do well on this stage. I talked in the other Splatfest videos a little bit about the rollers and chargers and how a lot of players who played a lot of the first game feel like those classic weapons might not be as good. I think we lost someone because it took a while to get into this lobby. He was just standing there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on the classic weapons. They have new abilities, obviously, and it's very hard to beat just the cool ability to get that flick going and or get the rolling ability going and just kind of get so much turf from it. It is still very handy in turf wars to have that setup. But at the same time, yeah, I think those weapons are hard for me to comment on as much because I do not play them as often to get a good feel for, yeah. I think the Dynamo had a big nerf from what I heard, making it not as popular amongst a lot of players. And then the other side of that too is the kits and special, you know, the sub and special and everything that has all changed. So it's a lot tougher to have the setup that you would have in the first game, obviously, because things are different. We don't have the same subs and specials on a lot of stuff, so that can be a make or break deal with a lot of weapons. They're gonna come up here, then I'm gonna... Oh man, were they tracking me? Because they might have just seen the ink on the wall, or just wanted to cover it because it was blue. But that was a situation where I wanted to try to jump up and surprise the one person sitting there. Oh, we got someone right here, and not fast enough. So yeah, that's the big thing with the normal roller. It's kind of like a lot of the brushes and stuff where if you don't have the drop on them, you miss that first shot. There's probably no way you're going to be able to keep up with faster firing weapons because of how slow the flick is. And the Dynamo has that problem, but has that extra range, obviously, to help it out in those times. But yeah, I think the loss of certain abilities means things are rougher on a lot of the returning weapons, and they're just not as popular as they probably were before. And we got all these new weapons, so people are playing less of the older ones, I think. It's just a thing where they're drawn to the new ones. There we go. It's always frustrating to have that splat you because it feels like the original test fire returned when someone rolls over you like that. I'm gonna try to get as much of this as I can. We have very little time though, and I do have my baller, so I'm gonna do that. He's gonna knock me over, and then I'm just gonna try to blast him. Oh, jeez. No! So yeah, I was pretty close. Hit him with a dead-on vertical flick at first. Doesn't splat him, you gotta be closer. You gotta hit him with the center of your roller. It's one of those things where, yeah, probably the reason I will not be playing as much roller as I did in the first game. Even though I love the baller, it is a really fun new version of the Kraken. I think they got, and yeah, it was pretty close compared to how bad it could have been. But that was not in the cards for us. One more match, most likely, if not a couple, if the Krak-On doesn't work out for me. Okay, this is the perfect final battle if we can get this win. We're on the new stage, we're against Mayo. I've got somebody from the winning team of the last match on my side now, so that spells a good sign. And hopefully Krak-On will work out a little better for me this time around. I'm gonna try to get down here quick and just really ink this whole side area up as much as I can. But yeah, the differences in this game, I think obviously if you play a ton of a game and then things change in the sequel, there's gonna be people that don't grok with it. But I also fight the urge to have this feeling that ultimately just playing some of the basic shooter weapons might work out better for most players, because it is one of those things where I'm just gonna back away. It is one of those things where I feel like I can do a little better just by using the splatter shot, and I think my goal ultimately might be just to warm up on these Splatfests with something like the splatter shot, or the tent attack, one of the basic sets, and then once I'm warmed up, then we can get into some of the weirder stuff and the more unorthodox sets to use that instead. Yeah, I just gotta be a little closer. I think the last match, that one splat that I was complaining about a little bit, was just a weird sort of fluke thing. Could have been latency as well. Let's jump in and hit whoever's here. They're gonna dodge roll, and I'm gonna splat roll them. Hopefully, the original roll, the roller. This guy didn't see me on the way over. Where'd he go? There he is. Nope. Ah, couldn't get a second flick in time. I think that sometimes I gotta think before I flick, or else I'm just gonna be out of luck. I don't know if anyone looks at the map enough in this game to see beacons, but maybe they do. Yep, they do. I see you there. Man, they left that to destroy it, like a trap, but ultimately I somehow made it out of there alive, I think because there's enough going on in other parts of the stage to cover my exit. I don't know, the roller's not as rough as I was giving it credit for. Not as tough to use, I think. I just gotta be aiming a lot more accurate, so I shouldn't be. Yeah, I think I was just kind of talking about some of other people's sentiments. I don't think the base roller is necessarily bad or anything. It's just definitely not an acquired taste, but a thing that you gotta have practice with, do well, and have it work out for you. See you there. Oh, they got a bomb rush, so that is not fun. Right at the end here. Nope. Gotta get out. There's no way around it there. And they had someone behind me. Frustrating to feel like I could have taken them out and then had people all over. So it wasn't to be. I just had to deal with backing up into somebody on accident. This is gonna be a tough finish here because we were in their turf, but I feel like they got way too much. We gotta do another one. I gotta win with the Krak-On. Did better that time. I think I got more splats. That was just another one where the other team was so much better at pushing us back. Still had the most splats in there, but okay, Krak-On, it's me and you. We're gonna finish this and bring it home with a win. I don't care if it's a Team Ketchup or a Team Mayo. We got this, hopefully. Okay, lots of I don't know, kind of a mix. 2 arrow sprays and a splatter shot and 96 gal. I gotta watch out for that 96 gal because I feel like it's gonna, even with the slow speed, it'll probably still take me out before I can flick it in time. Yeah, ultimately, it comes down to, if I'm gonna play a weapon where I need to get up close, I'd rather play an Octobrush than a normal roller, I think. Ooh, I got Ink Armor. So oh yeah, I don't think I realized that before, but the scary eyes that you get from the Ink Armor extend to when you're in the ink as well, given your position away. Oh, hey, get down from there. Nope. I think we both just got sandwiched and destroyed. I could have popped my baller. They were just jumping off the edge. Did they just use their ink jet just so they could jump off the edge and spring back on? Because that seems like a waste of it, but maybe they're taking us too lightly here. Let's see. Man, get this guy out. Get him out. Get him a little bit, but not gonna be enough. I do have my ink armor. Get him. Nope. Ah. Okay, got one of them. And 2. Yeah, all right. Oh my gosh, we're just jetting around here. Okay, that reinvigorated me. I'm ready to go. The baller saved me. And come on, he's got ink armor. There we go. Ooh, no. Ah, last you ink armor. Took one of them out, and that didn't matter who we were gonna be landing next to, because it wasn't gonna make a difference. They had the armor to outlast me. See you over here, wherever you went. Okay, we're good. Gotta try to make the way into the middle. Get powered up by the new song. Grant me strength. Around that way. They're going around this way. Can break that bubbler, but ultimately, if I get ganged up on, I can't do anything. Yeah, I go into way too many situations where I think that my buddies are near me, but it's really just like I'm the only one seemingly in the area to... Ah, man. Did it again. I should have maybe waited for someone to jump in there. Okay, we're good. Time to jump back. But yeah, I do too many situations where I really think that I'm in a situation where I might be safe, but nope. Ah, not knowing the map means I get stuck on ramps. Okay. Can't get flustered. Gotta get back in there. We can still win this one. Go. Get a little bit more of this, especially if I just go over this guy. There we go. All right. Yeah, I don't know, ultimately. I saw people of ours in their turf. I kept getting flustered. I had a cool triple splat at one point. Not triple, but, 3 before they faded. Okay. I think as much as I want to finish with a win on the Krak-On, I don't think this is my weapon. It was fun using the baller. I'm switching to something else. We're getting a win for the last one. Okay. Fatigue is strong right now, but the will to win is stronger. I have switched back to the Octobrush because sometimes you gotta take a step back and say, hey, do I want to worry right now about staying fresh and using a new weapon, or do I want to help out the team and actually contribute more and not have, me weighing them down a little bit? So I'm going to the weapon that I know best here. We are going to do our best to finish on this win. One's on the way over, potentially. All right, going around there. I see ya, buddy. Got my auto bomb helping out. That one go in there. So many paths that I gotta be watching here. There goes somebody. A couple of them over there. Try to block them off from getting through here. Man. Hey, buddy. There we go. Jump up and gonna go over this way, maybe? Nope. Okay. Everyone's over there. I'll leave a bomb. He'll finish the work. I think they're probably fine. Yeah, they're good. Can't assume that they're gonna take them out even with 3 people on one or whatever, but oh man, the abyss. Not where I wanted to send that. Oh, I see you there. Here you go. Ah, no. Missed my opportunity and let him get away. There we go. Okay. Doing much better this time, I think. Actually get splats with this thing and not be forced to... Where'd that one guy go? Oh no! Well, I'm safe. Didn't get splatted, luckily. Thanks to that extra power of... the Autobot, not the Autobot, the Inkjet. Go, get that one. Get this guy. Ah, man. Is there a third one around? Most likely. Oh, we're okay. Alright. How are we doing? They're locking down that well enough, so we should be okay. And you win these exchanges, and then I feel like the turf, obviously, is the most important part, so there's a lot of times where it doesn't matter too much if you survive. You're getting splats if they are still covering stuff a lot faster than you are. Oh, jeez. You can have that, buddy. I'm gonna just kind of send a couple of those over your way. And no! Oh, I could have popped my inkjet and I would have been saved. That shifty, tricky platform ultimately was my undoing there. See someone. Yep, they're gonna be outranging me like crazy here. And get that out. Have one of these. Walk over here and go right into that. Oh man. We had such a good push. And then, yeah, they died to him too. Mr. Batty, you ruined the ending here. I got another chance. Get him! He wasn't gonna die from that. I got one more chance for a win before we max out on points. Felt like that was gonna be the one when I was taking a bunch of them down on the side, but the turf, again, is what matters, and when we get a bunch of splats, ultimately, them pushing is what does it. Okay, win or lose, this is the last match, so let's have some fun. I'm using the Splat Dualies. I'm gonna fight through fatigue and try my best. We got a lot of dualies on our side and a carbon roller that I gotta try to deal with. Its quick flicks are gonna be kinda rough ultimately, but I'm confident in my dually skills. I've played probably the most of this weapon in this game so far, so I feel like I might be more experienced with it than I was in the first game with a bunch of the weapons, since I can aim a little better with these dual reticles. I'm more used to the spread and everything. Okay. Oh, we got a roller on the way. Saw them, but they left. Yeah. Hey, buddy. Get out of here. There we go. Didn't need that ink armor. Oh. Goes into the abyss. Yeah, a lot of the range of some of these platforms I gotta get used to how they pan out. Over there, get this one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I feel like not only are the dualies really fun, and I feel like I'm used to them a lot, the burst bomb, Tentatech, I can get more splats with that than most of the other sub-special combos for sure. It is just a really nice way to still hit people, even if I'm too far away from them to get the splat. Oh, I see you there. Throw a couple of those in, and hopefully not get rolled over. Did they make it over here? Doesn't look like they did. Gotta kind of hang out and get out of the way. Salmon Run has really made me pretty adept at dodging the missiles. I didn't get both of them because I was trying to be quick. Go, go, go. Got the ink armor. We've got the gumption. We can do this. Gonna be jumping over the other side. Did I get them? Ah, they splatted each other. Better than him coming after me, at least. And then my buddy can jump right into me. This is pretty secure compared to some of the other spots. How we doing? They're back in our area. Oh man, I thought that was a player. They're probably not far off though. Where are they? Man, everyone got splatted. I'm not gonna be able to use my special. Yeah, that drained. I think their whole team was dead, and I just didn't have the time to use it because that meter counts down. And if you don't use it fast enough, then you just lose your chance to. Hey, get over here. He's just really into rolling. Like a lot of rollers, he's just really into being a frustrating guy and making our life tough tracking him down with all the turf he's covering. Okay, let's not all group up in one area. This is gonna be really bad. Coming over, can I get enough ink here to actually get a one? There we go. Oh no! Was that? I think it was a missile. I wanted to fire mine off as a cool finish, but there we go. That's the lesson. Stick with the better weapons and no. I like trying different stuff out, but ultimately I think, yeah, I'm gonna have a better chance to win with the the set that I have more experience with, and I think they might have lost a player too. That doesn't hurt. All right, we are a Ketchup King. We have maxed out rank, and we got the win bonus. There we go. Lots of points. We're on our way to level 13. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, before we go, let's check out the results. The Clash of Condiments has concluded. Which sauce will reign supreme? This is turning into Iron Chef. Y'all know what time it is. It's Off the Hook, coming at you live from Inkopolis Square. Marina, before we announce the stages, why don't you share the breaking news? Breaking news? what did you break this time? I didn't break anything! I was talking about the Splatfest results. Oh, and the Splatfest results are in. Lil Judd exhausted, as we can see in the corner. He's been dancing all night. Oh, the Splatfest results are in. Alright, first let's see which team was the most popular. Let's find out. Bada 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 bada. Bada 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 bada. Was it bada or bada? Ba-bum blam! So of course, if you watch the Splatfest videos, you know. Aw man, yes! 73%, that is crazy. One of the highest popularity gulfs, I think, so far in a Splatfest. Alright, now for the part that matters. Yeah, popularity isn't everything. Time to see which team won the most battles. Please, please, please! Bada 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 bada. Bada 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 bada. We could have butter versus margarine next time. She's saying butter so much. And blam! We got both of the results at the same time, so no tension here. We know who won this. Are you kidding me? Wow! Okay, y'all, it's time. The final results. The winner of this Splatfest is... So popularity isn't everything, of course. Blam! Ba-bam! Pretty close battle. Only a few percent difference there, but congratulations to Mayo and your goblin mascot, Pearl. No. Ayo, it's Mayo! Pearl's definitely been growing on me a lot as I've been playing. It's Mayo all day, yo. They know we don't play, yo. Best stay out of my headspace, because I'm coming with that cray flow. Wow, a rap song about mayonnaise. I'm sure that'll tear up the charts. Shout out to Team Mayo. We did it, y'all. If you participate in the Splatfest, your prizes are waiting in the square. Okay, check it. Here are the current stages. So we're going to go down and grab our Super Sea Snails. Compared to Splatoon 1, it's kind of nice that the losing team still gets a good amount of snails. So usually it was 24 Super Sea Snails for the winners and 18 for the losers, if I'm remembering right from the first game. And then now it is 21 for the losers, 24 for winners. So only 3 snail difference. Not a big deal. I think if you participate, you give it your all and get to max rank, you're going to still get a good amount of snails. And that's what it's all about. At the, end of the day, we are just fighting over which condiment is preferred. So it's not a true war or anything. So congratulations to both sides, even though we're playing turf wars. Thank you to everyone who checked out my Splatfest videos here. So we've got 21, and we can now upgrade our gear. But you need to find someone who knows how to use them. Hey, you might find someone like that near the entrance to Deca Tower. Super Sea Snails are crazy valuable, so use them wisely. So now, is our buddy the puddle-touching jellyfish around? He might have been over there. No, there's somebody passed out from partying. So supposedly, if you look around after the Splatfest, you can find some confetti, but we might be too late. They've cleaned up everything already. So yeah, if we want to go talk to Merch, he will help us with Super Sea Snails, and we can use them to re-roll our gear. Maybe he'll explain it for us. So, hey, chum. Whoa, hang on, chum. You got some Super Sea Snails on you, yeah? I can use those to add new slots to your gear, so let's make a deal. Your gear gets more abilities, and Spike gets his Super Sea Snail fix. It's a win-win. And if all your slots are already full, I could replace any ability and give you back the old ability chunk. Think about it, chum. If you're aiming for the top, you're going to need all the slots and abilities you can get. So let's do this. Trade me Super Sea Snail for a new ability slot. You won't regret it. So yeah, we can get all the chunks like we would scrubbing, but also re-roll them to get new stuff instantly. So if we wanted to add a new slot on something, say my Takaroka mesh, I could add 2 of them with 2 snails. So any equipment you like that does not have as many levels, this is a great way to use your snails. And we've got quite a few that I'm fond of that are gonna need some more slots. So I'm gonna think it over, try to plan out my gear a little bit, because these are precious. If they're gonna be devoured by Merch here, I want to make sure that we're making good choices, as he has his secret briefcase of dead ones in there. Ooh, they're not dead, they're just lost their shell is all. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Spike is gonna be eaten pretty tonight, thanks to his associate. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. If you haven't checked out single player, Salmon Run, any online multiplayer, any of that stuff, please do. And if you want to subscribe, there's more Splatoon and other games on the way. I'm just gonna jump at his head. His spikes are blocking me from being able to make the leap. And we got some people still with the Team Mayo colors. Look like they dyed their hair blonde. Thanks again, guys. There he is. There's my best buddy in the whole plaza. We'll see you next time for more Splatoon. Goodbye.